What makes the TISELL Marine Diver a phenomenal Submariner homage for the money? Stick around and find out. What's up, Schwartz Force? Welcome back to the channel. I missed you guys and gals, and hey, did you know it's a great day to wear a watch? Boom, I am rocking my Maurice Lacroix Icon Automatic silver dial, which looks white, on the bracelet. Just an amazing Gata watch. Go anywhere, do anything watch. Check out my collection if you haven't seen that yet. In case if you're new to the channel, my name is Dave, and may the Schwartz be with you. Okay, let's jump right into this. The TISELL Marine Diver. This version you see here is their Starbucks or Cermit Homage. It is a date model with the Cyclops and a creamy green bezel. The color nails it. If you're a fan of the Rolex Submariner reference 126610LVN, codenamed the Cermit, or Starbucks, but you're not ready to drop 27 grand, fear not. You can still enjoy the look via the TISELL Marine Diver you see here. And they do also have the standard black bezel version, which I actually have the black bezel insert for, so I could always go from black to green and back. And that is thanks to the previous owner of this watch, who included the bezel insert when I picked up this one used online. Now, since grabbing this watch, I've seen other Submariner homages drop, most notably the San Martin Water Ghost and the Chronos version 2, which are in a similar price range for this TISELL to be compared to. So I'm gonna point out the pros and cons of this one and let you decide if the TISELL is still one of the better options out there to be considered. Let's start with the specs. This watch features a solid 316L stainless steel case and bracelet, which does have solid end links and features a nicely done glide lock style clasp. More on that in a bit. Now we're getting a ceramic bezel insert with a lume pip at 12 o'clock, a screw down crown and solid case back for 200 meters of water resistance, a 120 click unidirectional rotating bezel, is powered by the Miyota 9000 series, specifically the 90S5 movement running at 28,800 vibrations per hour with the 42-hour power reserve, and the accuracy on this watch is ranging from around -6 to -7 seconds per day. It is a 3-hand movement with date complication, and all the hands and indices are lumed with Swiss Luminova BGW9. There is a flat sapphire glass crystal covering the dial, and we have an AR coating applied to that, as well as to the Cyclops, which correctly has the 2.5 times magnification. I've had other Submariner homages in the past, and one of my pet peeves is a 1x or 1.5x magnification. Really doesn't do it. You gotta have that 2 or 2.5 times magnification, in my opinion. Now for measurements on this watch, we have a case diameter of 40 millimeters, 44 millimeters if we include the crown, lug to lug height of 47 millimeters, and case thickness of 12.5 millimeters. Now the lug width is 20 millimeters, so there's plenty of great options for strap swaps, which we will get into at the end of this video, so be sure to stick around for that. The design of this watch is obviously an homage to the Rolex Submariner, and so it sticks to that very closely. However, the black lacquer dial is done beautifully, and it looks like wet paint under direct lighting. Finishing on this watch throughout is impressive considering the price point, from the raised indices to the hands with the nice beveled edge on that minute sword style hand. I love that the date wheel is done in a metallic silver color with a clean font for easy readability, and the engraved indices and numerals on the bezel are deep and have crisp edges. Case shape is done well, somewhere in between I'd say the thinness of a 5-digit Rolex reference sub and the newer model case shape. The brushing and polishing is good, but I would not put it anywhere near the level of a real Submariner. Let's just be honest here. Also, I'm not sure what the previous owner did, but there are a few dings around the lugs of this one. Seriously, how the hell does that happen? Drop your theories in the comments. I would love to hear how y'all could justify damage to the lugs like that. My theory is it probably happened when they were removing the bezel to swap out the bezel insert. That's my guess. I have no idea. Now, I love the movement being used in this watch, and I think if you're gonna go for a Submariner homage, pony up the extra dollars and get that higher beat 4 Hz movement. The smoother sweep really does make a difference in my opinion, and I like that the date change of the Miyota starts around 10:40 p.m. with minimal movement of the date wheel and then switches over right at around 11:54 p.m. If you want a more immediate date change, you may want to go with an Homage that has a Salida or an ETA movement upgrade. And if the PT5000 has a more immediate date change, let me know in the comments because I'm definitely curious about that. Now, cons on this watch are going to be the lume, which looks great when it's fully charged, but honestly it starts to fade rather quickly. The bezel has a little backplay and sounds a bit inconsistent when using it. I found if you press down while turning the bezel, it's a bit more uniform, so that is worth mentioning. Could just be my particular one I have here, or maybe it's all of them, I'm not really sure. Lastly, we gotta mention the male in-link bracelet. While I love the glide lock style clasp, especially since I use it all the time due to my wrist shrinking and swelling throughout the day, the in-links protrude just a bit too much in my opinion, giving the watch an in-link to in-link distance of 54 millimeters. It causes a weird flare out, which makes the links look uneven versus the real sub, where they integrate into the lug tips a bit more. Now for the pros of this watch, I love the specs and the materials used throughout. I really enjoy the color of green used on the bezel, and the printing on the dial is just right. There's no obnoxious logo, and it's well balanced. There's no fake chronometer certified text or any otherwise useless information. It's a great watch for the money, and if you don't mind homages, which I'm assuming you are watching this video for that very reason, I highly recommend picking one up. Now if you order from their website overseas, they go for about $245, and I'll link that down in the description and comments below. But if you're impatient or uncomfortable buying from their website directly, you can typically find these on eBay new for around $350. My personal advice is to just hold out, keep an eye on eBay, and find a used one for a really great price. Now, the time has come to show off some really awesome strap swaps with this watch. Check these out, guys. First up, we have the Strapsco Rolex style Oyster Flex strap in green with the stainless steel clasp. The color on this is spot on, and I love how it brings so much attention to the watch. They really knocked it out of the park with this strap. Now, another must-have for my divers like this one is the Artem sailcloth strap, here in 20 millimeters, shown in black with the black stitching. I love that you can get into the water with the Artem sailcloth strap. It's comfortable, it's rugged, built to last, very luxurious strap. You gotta get one. Lastly, we have another Strapsco strap, this one being the FKM smooth rubber strap in black with the stainless steel tang buckle. Now for the money, I think the TISELL is a great homage option. However, it's not without its flaws that require a bit of compromise. Now, I don't wear this watch as much due to my personal collection evolving, but once upon a time, this got a lot of wrist time. So I gotta say, it's something worth considering if you're on the hunt for a style of watch like this. Well, I've given you my thoughts, but I wanna hear what you guys think, so please leave me a comment down below. What are your thoughts on the TISELL Marine Diver? And if you found this video helpful and you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family. As always, I look forward to seeing you guys and gals at the next one, and until then, may the Schwartz be with you. Take care.